I look uplit if I go to there.
That's good. Get rid of the double chins.
Yeah.
Right. How are you doing?
Hello.
It's 4 o'clock. It's Forethought. It's Monday. It's lovely to be with you today.
Yeah, it is. Do put a comment if you're watching on Facebook, so that we know that you're there and you're watching, and we can respond.
Yeah, we like to feel the connection. We like to feel the connection to you, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. We don't want to socially distance here.
No.
We want to feel
Look,
the connection.
get really close. Hello.
Really close.
Hello, are you okay? I
It's
do
nice.
miss being close to people. I do.
Do you?
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of people in our house, and I'm quite looking forward to being left. No.
Don't say that.
Hang on a minute.
Where to go? Oh, is there somebody?
I think there's... Oh, hang on, that just shakes the camera.
It does.
Yeah,
I think there might be somebody. I think there might be a visitor.
there might be someone in the basement.
In the basement.
You think there might be someone in the basement?
Okay, let's move out of the way and let this person come out.
Let's have a look.
Oh, who might
Who's
it
in
be?
the basement?
It's Micah! Micah's in. How you doing, Micah?
Yeah, good.
We've all seen you playing drums through a lot of
Yes.
the songs. You've been brilliant. How's lockdown been for you?
Good.
Have you had to go to school at all?
No.
You're just homeschooling?
Yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
been doing the work?
Yes.
Has he been working well, Gina? Yeah, it's very good.
Mum gives a thumbs up.
Mum gives a thumb
But
up.
you're in school holidays now, aren't you? Just take a little
Yeah.
step forward so we can see your
Where?
hat. That's it. Perfect.
There you
Perfect.
go.
That is
There
perfect.
you go. Stay there.
So you're in the school holidays. Have you got any
Yeah.
plans?
Beach. Probably see lots of friends.
Yes.
More beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More beach. This is
Good plan. Yeah.
Great thing about living in Dorset. We've got some brilliant
Yeah.
beaches.
Yeah.
So if you want to send a comment to Micah about his drum playing on Sunday Live, send a comment and we'll let him
And
know.
we'll pass it on.
Yeah.
I'm going to put him back down in the basement now.
Come
Down
on,
you go.
Down you go. Stay down there.
How good was that?
So, Lou, I don't see what your problem is with Dom crawling out of the basement on a Sunday morning. It wasn't awkward at all.
Not awkward
I
in
think-
any way.
Oh, Andy Peach is here. Hello, Andy. I haven't seen you for a long, long time. Who else is here?
Tanya.
Okay.
Tanya's here. Hi, Tanya.
Bob.
And Margaret Champion's
Champion,
on.
yeah.
Hey, nice to see you. Have you with us? I always say nice to see you. I can't help saying that.
Yeah,
I can't see you.
It's a turn of phrase.
That would be
isn't it?
weird if I could see you, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You'd feel really invaded right then. That's wrong.
Now, what was it that I... Oh, yeah, I got a thing on my computer that I thought might be a way of, like, the camera remaining switched on all the time. I brought it to you the other day, didn't I? I said, should I press OK or should I not?
Yeah, I can't remember what the answer
The
was.
idea, we hadn't planned to talk about this, but oh my goodness, that's a dragonfly. It's about this big. It looked like a bird.
Like a dragon.
Did you see that? Did you see that dragonfly? Huge. Anyway, it's gone now. You're all going to think I made it up. Anyway, let's move down. Chris says, "Oh, Micah, you bless my soul with your incredible drumming."
Woo.
Actually, he's off playing on the swing now, I think. So
He's gone. He's gone.
we'll tell him later.
We'll tell him. He's good. We've got a great team.
Yeah.
And Gina's here as well,
Yeah.
in the garden, socially distancing. Hello, she says. Hello to everyone. And she's doing a brilliant job.
So Gina has collected all the different footage from
Yeah.
everyone's lounge and bedroom
And makes it into
makes it
something-
into an actual worship
something
song.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be impossible without that
And
skill.
if you've never done video editing, you probably don't know how long it takes. It takes a long time. It's really hard, isn't it? So
you say, isn't it, as if I've ever done it.
you've never done it. I've done
Sorry,
it.
you have.
But not as good as Gina.
No.
Gina's the expert.
No, to be
and
fair.
she does it really well. So we're very grateful. So I just got back in. I was out with my parents.
Yeah.
Actually, we went to Subway. Those of you who know my parents like Subway.
They do,
They
they
treated
do.
me to a Subway today.
Wow. So you didn't have lunch?
I had
salad.
Subway for lunch.
Well, we had salad.
You had salad.
It was nice.
I had a 6-inch tuna.
Tuna, no, not tuna melt.
No,
Don't
not
like
tuna
cheese,
melt.
do you?
No, but tuna mayonnaise. It was good.
Oh, look, Chris also says, thank you to Gina for making Sunny Hill Worship so amazing every week.
She does. Yeah, we're all very grateful.
We are. I feel like, again, lockdown has kind of dug in.
Yeah.
I think probably the spikes that have happened at various points in the country. and abroad.
And we kind of
in
don't
the
know if it's
States.
going to go through a second wave, do we, right now?
No,
and
and
that's the thing, isn't it?
There was a thing Boris was saying yesterday in the news that he wants to avoid a second national lockdown.
Yeah.
And you think, oh my goodness, can you imagine that idea? I think that the future feels much less certain. I think when we first went into lockdown, it's like, okay, a few weeks, and then you start to plan, you think, oh, this is what we're going to do when we come out of
Actually,
lockdown.
we were like, yeah, we'll do this for 2 or 3 weeks, and then we'll all go back to normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
3 months later, we're all going, okay, so we're now in this,
Yeah.
and we're just easing out of it. But now it feels like actually there's a possibility that it might.
Yeah, and I think it's not like we think it's always going to be like this, but we don't know when it is. There's a lack of certainty, and I don't know how anyone else, maybe you could comment, how are you adjusting to that idea of making plans, because everyone's got to make plans, but not really knowing whether they're going to be possible.
Yeah.
It's this sort of tentative way of seeing the future.
Yeah.
If we're out of lockdown, we'll do this. If we're just in half measures, we'll do this. If we're in complete lockdown, we'll do that.
And I guess it's stopping us making plans, really, isn't it? It's just we'll see where we're at, and then we'll decide a bit later.
Well, our son Gideon never made a plan in his life, let's face it. So his life is just the same, really.
Yeah, we love our Gideon.
We
He's a
do.
great lad.
He's fabulous.
But he's got autistic tendencies, hasn't he?
He does, and he lives in the moment.
He totally lives in the moment. So,
I'm a bit jealous of that.
yeah, because if you say to him, "Do you need a packed lunch?" he'll think, "Am I hungry now? If I'm not hungry now, I'll never be hungry." And so
Yeah.
he won't take a packed lunch.
And it'll be inconvenient for me to carry it right now, or make it right now. And I don't want to be inconvenienced, so I'll never be hungry. That's more convenient.
When it was at school, didn't you? The packed
Yeah, I have
lunches.
to say.
Oh my goodness.
The packed lunch thing, I'm probably exaggerating right now because he is 20 and he is a little bit more able to plan.
Yeah.
But it's based on formula, not
Not-
personality, or I don't know what is it.
He's going against what he
intuition.
feels, isn't
Yeah,
he?
his intuition is I will never be hungry again.
Yeah.
But he's realised there is a formula.
Yeah, or I'll never be cold again, or I'll never be hot again,
Yeah.
or I'll never be comfortable again.
Yeah. Yes, because if he's uncomfortable,
Yeah, he just feels like this is it for the rest of my life. I'm going to feel uncomfortable.
no, I won't.
But at school, when he was at school, you'd make him packed lunches, and he'd just leave them at home, wouldn't he? He just wouldn't take them,
because it was inconvenient to carry it.
and because he wasn't hungry.
Yeah. I won't need a packed
At
lunch,
9
Mum.
o'clock in the morning, just after breakfast.
I
he wasn't
remember
hungry.
when he did his GCSEs. Oh, I nearly went mad.
You did?
Because I would make these packed lunches and he'd leave them. And I think you're going into your maths exam having not eaten for that long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Chris says we are taking a day at a time. However, I really hope there won't be a lockdown at Christmas.
Yes. Yeah.
Totally. And Steve Robinson, decide now what you want to achieve and control the things you have control over. And let go of the things you don't. Just, as much as you're able to, obviously.
But we're actually in control of far less
Yeah.
than we thought we were before lockdown.
Yeah.
I know, before lockdown, I would have made a plan. I would have said, we did make a plan actually. In January, we said, we're going to go to Centre Parks in August.
We did.
I had no doubt that
Yeah.
was going to happen.
We
We are
booked
going
it.
to
We
go on
paid
a
the
ferry.
deposit.
We're going to drive through France and end up in where are we going? Belgium.
Yeah.
And that will happen.
And then
It was...
come March, it won't happen, or it might not happen, or...
And now I think it feels even more uncertain. We said, well, it could
Could
happen if
happen.
it was tomorrow, but by
then, who
a
knows?
few weeks' time, who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah.
And I expect a lot of you guys are in the same position. People who booked holidays back in, people do. They book it like the year before, don't you? Book it in the autumn
Yeah.
for next summer. It's kind of a normal thing to do.
For some
And
people.
Who knows? Who knows whether that's going to happen?
Yeah. I wonder, is there anyone who's had to cancel a plan? I know poor Anthony and, Joe,
Yeah,
Anthony the intern, who one day won't be Anthony the intern, will just be
No,
Anthony.
he'll always be Anthony the intern.
I've actually got him on my phone as Anthony the dancer, because when I first met him, I quite like the fact it's still there, so I never changed it. So Anthony the dancer / intern / may not be doing either of those things in the future, was due to get married in mid-September.
Yeah.
They had a Ghanaian wedding, a traditional Ghanaian wedding and a traditional Western wedding planned 2 Saturdays apart. It was going to be fantabulous. And And now they're just looking to see what's possible.
Can we just get married, please?
Yes, please.
Please, can we just get
Yeah,
married?
sign
Put
on the
rings
line.
on.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people happen to. My
Yeah.
my nephew, James, had the same thing, and they're getting married. When are they getting married? Next May. And they were due
Wow.
to get married this May, just gone.
September.
Then they were going to get married in September, and now they've put it off till next May.
Yeah.
Man, it's difficult, isn't
Yeah.
it? Really hard.
And all sorts of plans. I was sure that we would do, for example, campus barbecue.
Yeah.
That was going to be a thing. It was in my head. It was an appointment. And I have been dissed. I have been disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Poor
Thanks,
you.
love. But that reminds me of a Bible verse. Did you see,
You've
did you
come
see
prepared.
that?
It's a nice segue there, right into the Bible.
So, in James, I love the book of James, really full of wisdom, practical wisdom.
I think the book of James is interesting because it's Jesus' brother. And I always think if Jesus' brother, it'd be like me thinking my brother, Dom, was the Son of God. How would that even compute?
Yeah.
How would you even treat your brother like he's the Messiah, like he's the Son of God, like he's the Saviour of the world? That is so. And James,
Yeah.
who wrote this book, had to acknowledge the fact that his brother, or his half brother, was the Saviour of mankind.
Yeah.
And so I think actually, if he says it, for me, that speaks volume about the reality of Jesus being the Saviour.
Yeah.
If his own brother was willing to go there,
Recognise him
was
as that,
recognise him
yeah.
like that, then
And died for him.
and
didn't
died,
he?
yeah. So
To this or that city, spend a year there, carry on business, make money. Why? You do not even know what will happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's absolutely how it is.
yeah,
What is your life? You are a mist that appears for a little while and then vanishes. Now, instead, you ought to say, if it is the Lord's will,
Yeah.
we will live and do this or that. You boast in your arrogant schemes. All such boasting is evil. If anyone then knows the good they ought to do and doesn't do it, it is sin for them.
yeah, I
So-
love that. So good.
Yeah?
You are a mist that appears for a little while
Yeah.
and then vanishes.
You're a mist, you might go on holiday, that might go on holiday or might not.
Yeah.
I just think, though, that lockdown is forcing us to think in this way that James is advocating, isn't it? To say,
Yeah.
if it is the Lord's will, we will do such and such, but we really don't know. And I
Yeah.
think that parting of my plans and the reality of what might happen in the future, which is being forced on us,
Yeah.
is
quite healthy
probably
in a way,
good
isn't it?
brain training.
Yeah.
But we shouldn't be doing it, if the government lets us. It's if the Lord wills.
Yeah, and it doesn't stop us being prepared and making plans. But at the end of the day, it's holding things a little bit more loosely, isn't
Yeah.
it? And saying, God, we trust you, and I'm not going to make plans at the expense of whatever you want to do with me and for me and through me.
It's hard not to plan, though,
Yeah.
because you can then just think, well, what am I doing? Just sitting and waiting and
No,
a
I'm saying
victim of...
we make plans, but we just hold those plans
Yeah.
a little bit more loosely.
Yeah, it does say that, doesn't it? If it is the Lord's will,
Yeah.
we will do such and such.
That's good. That's a good
Yeah.
verse for us right now.
I think so too. So how do you find living without certain plans? I wonder. Has anyone... Hey, Gina Campbell has joined from over there on the chair.
Oh, that's good. Good.
So we've got two more one groups.
2 more 1 groups.
Yeah.
Yes.
This week and next week.
And then-
August off, isn't it?
Yeah.
None during August.
And
so
I think Phil's doing these next 2 weeks.
yeah, he is. So
Old
jump
man
in.
Phil.
And if you're not part of a small group to discuss that, then you can actually go onto the website now. You can click on Connect, I
Or
think it
join a
is.
small group. There's a big button on the front
Yeah.
on the homepage.
And you can look at all the small groups and when
Yeah.
they meet and who leads them and where they're based,
Yeah.
and choose the one that suits you best. But I would really encourage you to choose one. Don't
Hey, Alan.
not choose one.
Better late than never, mate. He says. That's all
You're
right.
going to have to watch back. We're about to go.
I was nearly late as well. I was out and I'd forgotten that this was happening, and I was
Yeah,
out.
about 10 to 4.
And then my
he
mum said,
floated in.
"Are you doing forethought today?" I'm like, "Yes." So we rushed back, and
Yeah,
said
but
it'll
we've
be
done
not
fine.
You never knew.
We were working on contingencies. We were thinking, if it is the Lord's will, Adam will turn up. But if not, Micah was going to step in for you. But he did a good job at the beginning, didn't he?
That would have been great, wouldn't it? Have Micah doing it.
Yeah. He was a little nervous, though. So, you know. How old is Micah? 11.
You had
my
to think
goodness.
about that, didn't you? Come on.
Yeah.
Actually, she's got 3 children. That's allowed.
Yeah. And it changes all the time. Their ages change, right? So hard to keep track.
So I guess he's going up to year 7 in September. Year 8.
Year 8. Yeah.
Year 8.
So he must be nearly 12.
Must be nearly 12 then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Big change. Big changes. Laura said she sat at Beta Park listening to you guys.
Thank you, Laura.
Thank you.
We need your love.
Yeah.
Everyone needs some love.
Yeah.
Who's that walking around in the background there? Oh, it's Grace. I think they're playing hide and seek in the garden at the moment. And Eli and Eliza, who are age 3 and 4, I think, have been making... What have they been making?
Swords?
A sweet shop out of newspaper. They've been selling newspapers to their siblings, and they've been making something.
When I came in, they were
Out of
holding sticks
hair.
and chasing the older children with the sticks.
Oh, they've had an amazing time, actually. It's just
Yeah.
lovely to see them finally able to
Play
to
with
spend
friends.
a bit of time together. Yeah,
Yeah, it's good.
yeah, not too close, but playing.
So,
Good.
one group this week on Wednesday, 4 thoughts this week every day, 4 o'clock. Next Sunday, we're continuing this mini-series Made. Wasn't
Oh yes, wasn't Linda's testimony
so good.
so good?
So good. And apparently, it's online, you can see that.
And also Kathy Noble this coming Sunday. Now I have not heard her testimony,
Well, I've
but I
heard it's
have heard
amazing.
it's amazing, and that the
Yeah.
transformation that God has done in her life.
So maybe you've got
is-
friends who would really benefit on hearing her testimony. Make sure they tune in.
Yeah, it was compelling, wasn't it?
It was really,
Absolutely
really good.
compelling.
Yeah. So
But-
that's Sunday, 11
Yeah.
o'clock.
And just stay connected. It's been a long time, hasn't it, since we've done church all together.
Yeah.
We'd really encourage you, keep making the effort to stay connected, to comment
Small
in the groups.
Comment in
Yeah.
the groups.
Yeah.
Just be part of. People need you as much as you need
Yeah.
them, or maybe even more.
Yeah.
Actually.
So we're digging in for the long haul, however long that lasts. If it is the Lord's will, we will dig in, yeah?
Great. Enjoy the weather.
Yes.
Enjoy the
Yes.
sun. Have a great week.
Have a lovely evening today.
Yeah.
So long.
Bye bye.